Okay, Yellow. Please start by introducing yourselves and your team and carry on in your own time.
Okay, so we are Vicky, Monica, Chata Marie, and Ariel, and we're the Yellow Team. We're going to talk about the impacts of social media and the internet in general and how it changed us over time. So, after reading the brief, we all had different ideas as to what we could make our presentations about. However, something that kept being mentioned was social media. We decided to research the impact that technology and more so the internet had on us over the years, where we are now, and what we can expect in the upcoming future. Technology can be extremely useful and extremely dangerous depending on the purpose it's being used for. People can now get help with the click of a finger, order food, or just simply chat to friends. But by being more connected online, are we becoming more disconnected in real life? Are we losing our real selves by putting so much time into creating an online persona? For some people, social image has become more important than how we are perceived in real life. It can be argued that it's a positive or a negative thing, although it seems like I'm shedding a bad light on the internet and social media. There's just as many positives, such as, for example, people who find the internet as a way to escape and maybe help them cope with what's bothering them in real life. And let's not forget how much technology has helped us develop over the years, which is something that Monica is going to go into more now.
So I started off with researching the internet itself at the start. So it kind of all started in 1990s when the net, as it used to be called, started growing from about 4 hosts to 300,000 really, really quickly. And countries were starting to connect with one another, like Berlin and Belgium and Brazil and Spain, Sweden, and like loads around Europe. And search tools started appearing like Archie, Grover, and Waves, and it just started helping people get to learn things. And then by 1991, the net dramatically grew, and over 100 countries were then connecting with one another, and there was like 600,000 hosts online, and there was nearly 5,000 separate networks by then. And then by 1992, the internet just became such a big part, and computers started becoming like mass production kind of a situation. And then they needed kind of a society to control the internet, which Waz and Gopher kind of came together, and then they had like founders, Bob Kahn and Vint Cerf, who like helped along with the whole process. The number of networks exceeded to over 7,500. There was more than 1 million people using the internet. And then once the World Wide Web started, it like exploded the whole situation. Social media in the past didn't have much of an effect on people as it does now. In my opinion, it didn't really come around to any of us until like 2008 when we all actually had a computer around our houses. As a primary example, me, when I moved with my family from Lithuania to Ireland, was like really disconnecting yourself from everybody back home, bar for the 1 or 2 phone calls that you'd have during the month. But like even phone calls were so expensive back then. And then at around like 2010, I was finally allowed to go onto the computer, and we actually got to connect with our family through like Skype and Facebook and just social media in itself. So I feel like in the past, we were really seeing a positive effect of the internet and social media and everything that we have like a negative effect towards now. A perfect example that like a quote that I found that really works in the situation is that too much of everything is as bad as too little.
Social media continues to change the way people engage with one another. Face-to-face communication using technology have become very popular over the years, with the rise of apps such as FaceTime and Skype. Due to the rise in face-to-face conversations via technology, geographical barriers were torn down, and this gave rise to new ways of connecting people from all over the world. Due to this new rise in communication, it allowed people to have face-to-face conversations from different parts of the world. It allowed companies to have more human forms of contact with their customers. Many of these face-to-face apps rely on access to the Wi-Fi, which makes communication cheaper. Once you have access to Wi-Fi, you can use many different apps to help you with more than just communicating. You can shop online for food, clothes, and many other products. These will later be dropped to your door without you having to leave the house. Even Netflix was once a delivery service where movies would get dropped to your house. Now it changed and formed a new culture of binge watching. People are now cutting the cord on normal TV setups such as Sky. They would rather have Netflix and Hulu to watch TV and movies. Technology has also affected every aspect of our lives, including how we pay our bills. We no longer have to go to the bank to withdraw money or transfer money. Companies like PayPal and Venmo have created platforms where people can send and receive money from many locations using the internet. The use of technology has changed and reformed the way we pay bills. You can now automatically schedule payments rather than having to remember to post a check. With the use of online banking on your phone makes everyday life easier. With apps such as Apple Pay and Google Wallet, you no longer need to carry cash. The introduction of tap cards has also saved time and makes spending money easier. Everyday activities have become easier and simplified with the use of technology.
So I will talk about the future of social media. Social media is not going anywhere. According to the new survey reports, almost 42% of the world's population have at least one social media account. In the near future, there are going to be more platforms to connect people with the same common interests, whether they are neighbors, entrepreneurs, shoppers, parents, or teenagers. Adverse effects of social media have also been seen during the past years. User breach of data and cyberbullying are the latest example. Despite all of this, my idea falls into 4 categories. My first idea is the social media telling stories. Storytelling nowadays is also being used by brands and marketers to bring social change into society and individual life. According to the study, when a brand or a company support the social or environmental costs, 90 to 95% of the customer will have positive effect about the company. So we could all hope to see more storytelling, more personal engagement and content creation in the future. My second idea is Generation Z. Belongs to all those people who are born around the mid-90s. This generation is entering quickly into the customer space. Somehow, we have all grown up during the development phase of the digital technology. Many of us are using digital medium to kill time, and the rest of us using technologies to connect or in the social circles. And then my third idea is market innovation. The next generation of users is going to change every time about social media in every way possible. This is going to be significant, the future of social media and the global connectivity. Also, Facebook predicts that by 2020, more people are going to have mobile phones than running water or electricity. Many brands or entrepreneurs a marker across the globe are getting online, going to pass the old ways to reach their target audience. Lastly, my fourth idea is the wearable technology. The future of wearable technology is here. Despite all the hazard, it is here to stay. Smartwatches tend to have small screens and will be able to complete small tasks. For now, it is unpredictable and how its wearable technology will be used, but we can see that this technology will mainstream soon. It will likely face much competition in the market, and this technology has a lot more to offer than people think.
So as we can see, technology is constantly growing. It's helped us an enormous amount over the years. It's made our lives easier, but also that little bit harder. We can only speculate what we can expect in the upcoming future, but we need to stay aware of everything around us. I think it's important for everyone to understand that technology is amazing and really changed the way we lead our lives, but at the same time, it should not become the core aspect of our lives, and we should not be too dependent on it. Thank you for listening.
Well done. And thank you guys. That's another excellent presentation. I make the same comments as I made the last time. It's you got your slides working, everything worked as well as it should have, and you all spoke very well and clearly and coherently.